Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's talk about debt. Debt in general and common law, where does this sit with you, and how can you look at debt, and how can you use debt, and how can you use common law to reduce debt where possible?
Basically in terms of debt, okay. So let's say you're getting harassed by a debt collector. Debt collectors know the game too. They know that basically if you go broke, they're not going to get much money. So how they work is intimidation, and they're very good at it. And one of the things they're taught to do, and the way they do it is very clever. They just keep ringing you, and they keep ringing you, and they keep ringing you. And that private number shows up on your phone. Has anyone ever gone through that type of wire? And they don't stop. And subconsciously, it starts to stress you after a while. You start not wanting to answer your phone. You start twitching it off, and you have this inner fear hit you at the thought of seeing that phone actually ringing and things like that. And so what starts to happen is they keep doing, because they know eventually you're going to ring them and probably pay them or give them something and give them priority. So I'll give you an example of the exact situation. I was dating a girl 10 years ago or 12 years ago.
Yeah.
She was being harassed. And there's a few companies that I won't name that are very bad. They really hit hard. And this one particular company was vicious. They were ringing her constantly. They were pressuring her. You got to do this, or we're going to do this, and you got to do that. And what I actually did was I just rang them and I said, well, I'm a lawyer at the time, which I was. I said, we know how the game works. I said, you're not going to get your payments like you're asking. That's all I said to them. And I shut up. They go, well, she's got to do it, and we'll go after her. And I said, you won't be doing that, because you and I both know you won't be getting anything out of them. And I said, because she doesn't have the money to pay. I said, I'm sure you've done your research to see her financial position. He goes, well, yes. But he said, we want something. He said, I'm aware of that. And I said at the time, she can pay you $20 a week. He goes, it's not good enough. I said, you have to just take what you're given. And that's what I said to him. And I said, well, and I said, so I'll be sending you a written notice after this on behalf of her. But I said, you'll be taking it. And that's all I said to him. And the guy goes, well, what if we don't? I said, well, obviously you can sue her, but if you really want to go to that expense when you're not going to get any money, good luck to you. Exactly. All you're doing is harassing someone needlessly, and she is willing to pay you and get started on the process. And in 6 months' time, we'll review the arrangement. He goes, okay, we can do that. Will she give her word that she'll make those payments on time? I said, yes, I'll tell her that. And obviously, if she breaks her word, then you can get back to ringing her up all the time. But you're going to agree to stop ringing her if she makes the payments. He goes, done. Bingo.
Bingo. There you go. Take action instead of burying your head.
Who likes that, by the way? Who finds that a useful tip?
Yeah, definitely put it in the comments, and please do put your questions in the Q&A box. We will address them at the end of this, okay? Once we've got some.
And there is a process to deal with this. I'm kind of sharing the big picture to help you understand it, but yes, that's kind of why in the course that I want to teach people the process to do this practically. There is a process.
Absolutely.